from FaZe may yield them a buy here. Again, though, it's like similar situation. Guardian and Rain can afford, but they wouldn't have too many grenades.
Yeah, this could be where they do a half buy. It was a full save last time. This could be just light armor and some deagles, some P250s, a little bit of utility to get into his sight. Right on the edge of being able to buy. Olaf has plenty, but he's going to go for the deagle. So I think it is going to be that half buy. Nico showing some restraint in his economy management.
I think this is the kind of situation, if you're looking at like a 13-13, you probably buy there, but with such a huge buffer of rounds, may as well just wait. Not even a case of Cloud9 building their economy up. Nice flick from Automatic. Because simply put, if they lose one round, they're done. So you don't really have to worry about that, the bigger picture. Meanwhile, if FaZe can land some of these 1-digs, things could get interesting. But starting off with the flick from Squeaky, it's looking pretty good for Cloud9. There is a player up on the boost. That's going to be Nico, and Rain is the player that he just put over. So he's already getting a move into Highway with his Desert Eagle. Guardian going to join him.
Well, that smoke doesn't matter much when the op can peer right over it. Good kills from Automatic at range. Just solid performance. Flush has gone hunting. He's going to get put down. Nico has an M4, a chance to cause some economic damage, but once the tags come in, the lack of armor is really, really tough. The aim punch really hurts him. So he's got 117 ADR, Nico, 23 kills. There's 3 players on FaZe at 20 or more frags. And Cloud9, just in these last few rounds, finally got their players into double digits to begin with. So you can see where the disparity is coming from. It's just been so much dominance from FaZe in this game so far.
Yeah, 3 players. Nico's 117 ADR, Rain and Olaf just shy of 100 each. 8 damage inflicted on both sides is pretty significant. Flush is tagged down to just over half. Nico 35 has been finished off by Zelsis, who goes in for the aggression on B main. No avenging kill either, so that's a free frag for Cloud9. Just what they were looking for. It's a position that we saw Rush play very aggressively. Had a couple of pretty ridiculous rounds with 5-7s. This time he has some backup. I think Flusher peaked with him.
This is a risky play from Rush, but down this much, you have to make some of these risky plays, and he's going to be able to get a flank around this red box. Olaf never going to expect it. He may even be able to double up on Rain. He's going to hold the trigger, going to see the second, takes far first. Beautiful execution. And now it's just Guardian and Adren, although Adren does get one bursting out of door, but the bomb is on the other side of the map. We've seen this situation so many times somehow in this game. Guardian does have 1 kill, so you could see Rush looking towards mid because he realizes he could get flanked out, but Adren is coming down Highway. It's all down to timing. There's the peek. Rush doesn't see it early enough, and now Guardian has an avenue open to the A bomb site. Flusha, a line of defense if he can peek up quickly enough, but Adren's already around the corner. Guardian slowed things, and there's 19 seconds on the clock.
You'd assume he still smokes the cross here.
Yeah, he's got all the utility.
There's no reason not to. Oh no. He's not going to. Flusher, can he land this shot? If he does, it could put the round to rest, and he connects. Guardian dies with the smoke. That would have been the round potentially, and instead, Adren has to save the AWP.
There's been some real head-scratching moments later on in this. It looks so clean and it looks so clinical from FaZe heading into the second half. And now we've seen the odd flush defuse to allow FaZe to get on to 15. Guardian forgetting or just not realizing he had a smoke for the cross, or maybe he just thought it was clear since Adren was just there, but these are mistakes not usually seen at this level. Intriguing situations, intriguing rounds. Cloud9 are just 7 rounds away from forcing overtime. I say just. That's still quite some distance.
They've already saved 4. So they're getting there, slowly but surely. But yeah, it's still quite the mountain to climb. That being said, in this round, FaZe Clan just possessed the AWP that was saved in the round prior with some Desert Eagles and a Glock, and Flusher put a bunch of damage downrange onto Nico.
I'm just so kind of thrown off by that round. Even if you're not going to smoke it, like, jump.
Yeah.
But, like, he had the awareness of saying, you know what? Might as well Molotov quad in case someone's there. So, I don't know.
They got baited in because Adren was on the truck, but you still got to assume there could be a player in highway at that stage, especially with how strange and skirmishy the round was with Rush getting around the back.
Oh well. Still some chances for FaZe to close this out. They'll have 6 after this round, unless Olaf and Guardian can turn it around in their favor. Rush, they know he's on boost. He's going to go down a 2-on-3, and the Cloud9 defenders are still at the B bomb site. Zelsis rotating over, but Guardian's going to get aggressive. He wants to end this right here, right now. Misses the shot. He's so close, and what an awkward angle for the AWP. Now a 2-on-2, and now Zelsis is delivering. Olaf, the only one left. I don't think the bomb's planted for him. It is kind of.
Yeah, they could. I think they can defuse it around the corner if they can get there, but he'll see the wires coming out as he has now, so he knows he's on the site. He's going to be having to come through. He has got the AWP, misses, and that's the round going the way of Cloud9. Back and forth encounter till the end.
Oh my god. Even dropping the AWP, he was hoping that Keo would get off it, hear those footsteps, but Keo just sticks it. What a round from Zelsis to save the day. These kills are instrumental. Adren doesn't need to face there, but I think he got pulled into that to kind of help Guardian out of a tough spot. And unfortunately, just a little bit late, and they both go down. So, this gets interesting. I think we're at that point now where it's gotten interesting, where you kind of start to believe it's still far away, but this game has gotten so sloppy that you can't really predict what's going to happen next.
Yeah, I think that's fair, and that's why...
I think that's why we're getting the timeout.
Exactly.
I think Yanko is just like, YNK, Coach YNK of FaZe is just saying, guys, stop being idiots. If I know Yanko.
Yeah, he's a very direct person. I'm sure that be drilling some common sense into FaZe at this stage because they've had such a vast lead. There's been a chasm between these two teams, especially going through into the second half when FaZe pick up the second pistol. But here we go. This could still be it for Cloud9, as valiant and as heroic as their fight has been. Flusha and Nico going to take the early damage.
It's not the Molotov flush I wanted.
Yeah, he wanted to bank it off the wall, pretty much where Rain currently is behind the box.
Rush is waiting in his spot along the fence, often called NBK corner. Keo's close up in mid. He's got no backup. He's committed all on his lonesome. Going to be a late boost. Nico will have a chance to contend. And I don't even think there's any chance for backup for Kiyoshima. This is a ride or die situation for him. Flush is pretty committed to that A bomb site. Keo blind now. Nico's coming out over the top, and Keo doesn't consider it. Doesn't hear the footsteps in time. And with the cover of the Molotov and vents, Nico only has to worry about the one angle. Now how does Cloud9 recover?
Often you see that shadow before the player peeks, but he was flashbanged. So I couldn't see anything, had no idea that Nico was about to peek at it. Oh, speaking of timing, Nico, this time on the receiving end of it, Zelsis with his AUG rush, also point blank range. Decapitates Rain.
And now FaZe is being just whittled down before they can even kind of commit to anything, before they can take the fights they want. That's pulled from Olaf Meister. He comes out on top. That's going to really expose this B bomb site. Flusha smoked off. You know he's going to go through that when the hit comes in. But it's 2 AWPs.
Automatic is going to land. Here's 10 seconds to go. Need to get up close against these AWPs if they're going to make anything happen. But Flusha has made a move upon headshot. Is there enough time? No. It's been denied anyway from Rush. The round is going to go Cloud9's way. And if Guardian dies after time, even worse. Oh dear.
Cloud9 themselves have to just be like thanking their lucky stars that some of this is happening. They're making some phenomenal plays to stay alive in this, and they're getting bailed out not only by their great plays, but by some sloppy play from FaZe. This is getting scrappy down the stretch. 10 to 15, just 5 away. Another buy for FaZe coming in. Guardian had plenty of money to invest even without the bonus, but it's only 5 AK-47s. They don't have the ops. Almost feels like it's time maybe for FaZe to consider a set piece some kind of fast, aggressive play and just take that mid-round decision-making out of their hands. They're not doing well with it at the moment. Just have them get into a bomb site, get the bomb planted, and play smart afterwards.
Oh my goodness. Nico tagged into a grenade and more shrapnel can be found. Automatic finds Olofmeister.
This can't happen if you're FaZe. You're letting Cloud9 back into this. There's too many players dying before you're even able to do anything. Smoke hadn't even cleared. Nico gets absolutely destroyed by Kio's brain. The nade spam combo into the corner, and he's just lucky someone's there. Dren lurking outside of the door behind the cover of the smoke, gonna work his way in. He's close up to Red Box, completely blind. Rush is waiting up top. He dodges another flashbang. How has he dodged every single one? It's just Guardian. 1 versus 4, 35 seconds on the clock. He does have the bomb, but there's no situation in which he can go to B. Flusha's pushed up the truck, so he is trapped.
Yeah, if there's no retreat here, if he walks backwards, he's a dead man. If he walks forwards, he's a dead man. And he knows if he stays there, he'll get chased down anyway. So Guardian going to try and take the fight to Cloud9, but Rush going to just push him out of this round. FaZe Clan, 15-11 in the lead. That is 7 rounds in a row now.
Vince, this has gone from scrappy and sloppy to just plain ugly. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think that's a fair assessment. And Yanko may think about pulling the trigger and calling another tactical timeout. Not this round, but the one afterwards when they'll have more rifles, because they just need to simmer things down a little bit. This momentum is starting to get out of control. That snowball is building up speed down the hill.
The worst part about it is you had at one point what was going to be just a suffocating, dominant victory on Cash. Now you've let Cloud9 back into it. Now you've let them warm up and you've let them feel some confidence. And even if FaZe ends up winning, that's going to mean something for Cloud9 into the next map. Automatic far back with the AWP, so is Rush. This is going to be a set piece onto the A bomb site. And with this passive defense, they should be able to get a plan. And you never know what happens afterwards. Again, we're seeing utility expended to prevent the terrorists from swinging on towards Forklift. Bomb coming into the site late to avoid the spam. And it is going to go down. How do they set up? Nico's going to wrap around towards mid. Adren now over at Forklift. No one from Cloud9 has taken that mantle. And aggression through the smoke. They want to push this truck. Automatic's going to get a kill, and Rain can't manage it. And Adren stuck in no man's land.
God, you're going to be playing up close, though. There are still Molotovs in play being tossed out towards Quad. Still some flashbangs if they want to proceed to push. Guardian insta-headshotted by Flusher, and Nico in no position to stop this defuse. Cloud9 will strike for an 8th time in a row.
And I feel like that's a good round. I mean, it's still a far cry from FaZe having a great chance of winning it, but if you think about it, if you're going to send Nico on this massive flanking mission back from the A bomb site all the way around mid, why are you getting this aggressive? You want that flank to come into fruition. You want that flank to have impact, and in order to do that, you just have to stay alive and be a presence long enough to keep Cloud9 from retaking until Nico's prepared to strike. Just seemed like counterintuitive decisions made by FaZe in that scenario. Either way, it's not, I mean, like I said, not a great chance of winning that round. But still, Cloud9, 3 rounds. They've come all the way back, and they just have 3 rounds remaining to tie things up. And if you look at it in that direction, it's extremely doable. A man advantage in round 28.
Yeah, the pressure is mounting. FaZe know that this could have been tied up. We could have already been on the second map at this stage. And yet here we are. FaZe Clan not only conceding so many rounds in a row, but they've also lost one of their star players. Make that a Dren down too. Flusher is finding all the picks.